Hi, this is Andrew Kearney. Just checking in with you about this, the latest habit of eating slowly. The thing that really comes to mind with this habit for me is thinking about what you do when you don't potentially have the time that you'd like to be sitting down in a really clear, mindful way and eating slowly, which is really an ideal way of doing this habit. But sometimes life gets in the way and other demands can be a challenge. And one of the things that we very much emphasise in the PM program is planning ahead and also having contingencies for times when things don't quite work out as planned. I've got quite a few time demands myself, especially around my workaday week. I, for instance, prioritise doing my workouts in the morning because I like to get them done first thing in the morning. But I also don't really have that much time in the morning because I have a reasonably long commute on the train to work. So really I finish my workout, I'm in the shower, get dressed, have a shave, do all that basic grooming stuff, and then I pack my bag and I'm pretty much out the door. So I really don't have time to sit down and eat my meal for my breakfast. So the big thing for me is that I actually prepare all my meals in containers. So all I do is I just get a train that I know that I can get a seat, and I sit down and I eat my morning meal on the train. And the great thing about that is with the container is if I've eaten slowly and I feel satisfied, I just put the lid back on the container and put it back in my bag. And if during the further down through the trip I feel like I'm a bit more peckish, I can have another bite and test out, see how I feel. Or I can just have it when I get to work, which I do quite often, where I'll have like half on the train, half at work, and when I get there and I'm just putting on my computer, getting everything ready for the day, I can just finish it there or a bit later on if I feel like it. There's no rush. So that really facilitates my ability to eat slowly and as well as achieve my other health and fitness goals around doing my workout, but just taking that time that I've got in the morning to do that. The other thing that I like to do at work, which is also related to my physical movement, is go for a walk at lunchtime. So I always like to get out and maybe catch up with some friends. So I've got some social contact as well as go for a walk because I'm sitting at a desk all day. So that doesn't necessarily lend itself to sitting down for a dedicated time and eating slowly. So my way around that to meet all my goals is actually to say half an hour before I go out for the normal lunchtime break, I will break open one of my containers and eat slowly while I'm at my desk. Now, that's not necessarily ideal, but it works for me, and I've really achieved great results from doing it. So I'm not necessarily advocating that for you to do, but what I'm maybe suggesting is that in those times when you are time pressured and you may not be able to get that half an hour or that dedicated time that you've got, you can potentially do that, or at least try it, and just be mindful when you're doing it. So if you don't think that's going to work for you, then that's fine. I'm saying what works for me. In PM, we're very much about trialing things, see whether they work for you or not, and everybody's different. So, but what I'm trying to do is at least give you some examples of times or how you deal with when times aren't ideal. So I would really like to hear your thoughts on this, and please feel free to share within the post. And thanks again for listening.